What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. Have a matchup today of Blue Yellow Nami into Purple Black Luffy. We lost the dice roll. We are going second. We have an interesting hand here. We have Nojiko, we have Jozu, we have Kikinoju, we have Hiyori. We could stack a couple of things. Thinking about whether to keep this. It's definitely a keepable hand. Going to keep it. The idea here is on 2-Don. Maybe we can Hiyori into Kikinoju. Something along those lines. We have the Josie to pick that Hiyori right back up. So that's kind of the idea. But yeah, we're going second. Ideally, we'd like to go first. He's going to start off with a 1-Don. He's going to tap 1 for a Lost Searcher. Allows him to search top 4 for a Straw Hat or Heart Pirate that has cost of 2 or higher. He grabs a 6-cost Beer Luffy, and I jokingly say, all right, I scoop. But yeah, we're gonna tap 2 here. Just go forth with our plan. We'll play the Hiyori down. We'll take it. We'll draw another Hiyori. We'll put the Kikinoju up top, and then we'll draw a Gravity Blade because of leader effect. We don't have a Dawn on leader, so we can't become a 7K leader. And I do need to protect that life because that Kikinoju will not trigger. So I'm going to counter out regardless of what he gives. He's going to play a Robin down, which essentially allows him to ramp a Dawn. And he's going to swing 7 life, and I'm going to give Nojiko 2k, and then he passes. So now we go to our 4-Don turn. We could play the Kikinoju down, but I think let's just swing a big 9 life. This way, we're either eating his hand, or we get into the spot. We do get the drop leader effect. We get into a spot where the Kikinoju trigger is now live. So he goes to his 6-Don turn. I'm expecting Beer Luffy here. And then I can just red rock probably next turn. But he taps 3 for a pudding that allows him to get a rested Dawn back when he returns a Dawn. So he plays the Zoro, which allows him to return 2 Dawn, get 1 back active, which procs leader effect, which allows him to draw to get 1 back rested, 1 back active, which also procs the pudding, which gets back 1 rested. So a lot of things going on to essentially for him to ramp 2. And he has 2 Dawn standing after all that. And then now he's thinking about his swings. On this turn, he could swing the Robin. He could also swing leader. But he can only swing 1 7K. So we'll see what he does. I do want to take 1 hit. So he's going to swing 6 first. And I think the idea is here, let's take this one to trigger the Kikinoju. And then if he swings the Robin, then we'll pitch to potentially go up to 7K. We'll pitch the other Kikinoju we have in hand, but I'm thinking this through whether I want to. I'll let it go through. Now he swings 6 with the Robin. We'll pitch the Kikinoju, become a 7K lead. And then now we go to our 6-Don turn. We can kill that Robin if we want to. We can also play a Jozu down and bounce some things back. We can pick up the Hiyori. We can, that's probably a good move here. We're going to swing 6 into the 4. We're able to clear that Robin. We could also swing a big number and stack a Gravity Blade. I'm expecting Beer Luffy next turn. So I'm just thinking, I'm not going to get to play that Gravity Blade, but I want to get rid of that Zoro. That pudding's annoying, but at least it's a Dawn investment for him to swing it, and especially if I can become a 7K leader. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swing a huge number at him, get him down to 2 life, and then we're going to stack. We're going to draw. We're going to stack and it hurts to grab a Veggie, which would have been sick. But we're going to stack the Gravity Blade, and we're going to pass. So I'm expecting Beer Luffy now. I can red rock that Beer Luffy, and hopefully we can get the Gravity Blade trigger at the right time to get rid of that Zoro. So here we go with the 6 for the Beer Luffy. He's able to return 2, get 1 back rested, 1 back active, and becomes a 7K leader. He has 5 Dawn standing. He could swing the pudding, he could swing the Zoro, and he could swing lead. So he's going to swing a big 8 into the... He's going to swing 8 into the Kikinoju. I'm going to give him 2K, 1K. But now you notice he's going to go for the Kika. He's going to swing another 8. We'll let it die, but we do get to heal. And he has 1 Dawn standing, and he's going to pass. So we draw a Boa blocker. Didn't go how I expected to go, but we did heal. I mean, we lost the body, but we did get to heal. So I think the idea here is let's swing 7 into the 5. He's gonna give me 2k, 1k. Now I'm gonna tap 6 and red rock that beer Luffy. And my board really isn't anything. It's just the 2 Hioris, 2 0 costs. But at least he doesn't have the beer Luffy now. And I think we have the kid in hand. We could potentially play that next turn. But he's gonna tap 6 for another beer Luffy. So unfortunate that he had another one. He's gonna use the effect to return a Dawn. Return 2 Dawn, get 1 back rested, 1 back active, become 7k leader. So essentially the same thing over again. And then he's going to tap 1 for another Lost Searcher, search top 4, Straw Hat, or Heart Pirate of cost 2 or higher. He's going to add the Rush Luffy, the secret Luffy. So I know he has that. He has 4 Dawn standing, I believe. He's going to swing 7 with the Zoro. I don't know what this life is, but I know the next one is Gravity Blade. It's a Perona. And then he's going to put some Dawn on Pudding and swing 5 life. He could potentially swing another 8k. I'm going to leader ability, pitch the Jozu, become 7k, and survive the hit. Then he swings another 7k. I'll pitch the Boa Blocker. So now we go to. I probably should have just taken a hit and Gravity Bladed away that Zoro. But now we go to our 10 Dawn turn. The idea here is I'm going into this turn with the idea of I'm originally saying I'm going to swing 5 into the Zoro. I'm like, no, let me think about this. I'm going to tap 1 for the Perona to see what I could grab if I hit his life. And it's a bunch of 1Ks, but there is a kid there. So I'm thinking, interesting. It's a bunch of 1Ks though, Boa blockers and Onamis. I'm thinking about now whether I can hit the 9 cost Sanji into this kid. And at that point, I'm not going to have a Dawn to put on leader. But I'm just thinking this through. If I have the Gravity Blade trigger, I know he has that Rusher Luffy. But I'm just thinking, like, I'm going to burn a life this turn. He's going to keep Dawn standing for Gum Gum Giant. I need to win the next turn, so I need to set that up. And I think I'm in a safe enough spot. I swing 5 into the Pudding. I think he gives me 2k. I think I'm in a safe enough spot where I can get a little greedy with this. We're going to burn a life. We get the draw. And then we're going to pass, kid effect, draw a card, and we'll pitch the brick. So we have 3 cards in hand. I think they're all 1Ks. But yeah, his swings, he does have a decent board, and we know he has that Rush Luffy that he can potentially swing twice. But I'm betting on the fact that he's not going to restand it to take his last life, and he's going to leave some Dawn up for Gum Gum Giants. And in that case, like, I wanted to be able to have 2 bodies. Because he's going to have 1 for a Lost Searcher, for a when you're at sea, you fight against pirates, and he's going to grab a Lost Searcher off of that. Now he's going to play another he's going to play 6 for that Rush Luffy, so we know that has it. He can restand it by returning 2 active Dawn, but if he does return 2 active Dawn, he leader effect gets back 1 rested, 1 active. So yeah, he's showing potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swings. He's gonna swing 7 life, return a 2 Dawn, get 1 back rested, 1 back active. So he has 4, becomes a 7k leader, and I'm just gonna immediately trigger to get rid of the Zoro. So we get rid of one of the swings, and we took one of them. Now we have 2 life. And again, this is where I'm thinking he's not going to restand that Luffy because he's going to swing 6 with the Pudding now. And then now I see he has that 2 Dawn standing. He could restand that Luffy. He could swing 3 7s at us. I can counter out of this swing by giving him 2 1Ks. So I'm thinking about whether to do that. I think that's ultimately the best move to do. Give him the 2 1Ks. And then now it's just a matter of I need to get the right counter or lucky trigger. We draw 1K. And let's see if he's going to swing the 7, and he is going to restand it, take his last life. So it comes down to, is this last life counter? And it's not. It's a Kikanoju. I'm like, is it even worth triggering it? I'm like, damn. So I was like, yeah, dude, you got it. You swing 7, I have exactly 7K counter. Very unfortunate. He didn't have any Gum Gum Giants. So he felt he had to go in, and it was just perfect amount of counter. Yeah, unfortunate for us. Wish that last life was a counter. Again, got aggressive with it. was kind of expecting that he wouldn't take his last life, or that he would keep Dawn up for Come Boom Giant. And if any of those things happen, I don't know if we win, but we definitely are in a spot to really push super hard for game that following turn if he passed it back to us. Just kind of unlucky, but again, really close game. Got punished for making that greedy play at hitting the Sanji into the kid when I could have just played hard cast the kid and then put one Dawn on. But I didn't know he didn't have Gum Gum Giants, and I didn't know he was going to be that aggressive. But yeah, anyways, let me know in the comments and think of it differently. Really appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time.